What do you want when you learn an English phrase? When you study a phrase in English, what do you want? Number one, you want to remember it so you can use it when you need it, right? And number two, you want it to sound natural when it comes out of your mouth, right? So today, you will discover a pretty simple way to learn English phrases so that you can really use them and so that you sound and feel natural when you speak. So to do this, let's take the example of one very useful phrasal verb and see the process that you can go through from discovering it to practicing it in a very specific way to being able to use it naturally. So what phrasal verb are we going to use as our example? Listen to this speech that does not sound exactly natural and think about what phrasal verb we could use instead. And I'll give you the answer in just a second.
We gave it to someone else, so now we don't have it. We gave it to someone else, so now we don't have it.
What phrasal verb can we use instead to make this sound more natural? I'll give you the answer in 1 sec, but first, let me introduce myself. My name is Dawn, and I make videos to help people make a deep and lasting connection with American English so that you can express your true thoughts and feelings and connect with the world. Be sure to subscribe for more videos that help you connect with English. Now let's see if you figured out what would be a more natural way to say this phrase. Imagine this. What if you asked me, Dawn, where's your book? I remember you had a book, right? Well, I could say,
We gave it to someone else, so now we don't have it. I could say that, and you would understand me. Sure, but it's a whole lot of words, right? And they don't sound very natural when they come out. We gave it to someone else, so now we don't have it.
so what is a more elegant, natural way to say the same thing? Well, I and 99% of other native speakers would say, we gave it away. Yeah, we gave it away. I don't have a book anymore. We gave away our copy. Oh, where's the book? We gave it away. So this is a very common, very useful phrasal verb that will help you understand people when they speak to you, and it will also help you sound more natural when you are speaking English. And if you want to learn to really use this phrasal verb, there are a few things that will help you a lot to get it from your passive vocabulary to your active vocabulary so that it will come out of your mouth when you speak. So first, give it a hook in your brain, anchor it to some memory that you can visualize. This is why you will learn phrases so much better if you get them out of a story or out of a conversation rather than off a list of phrasal verbs. If you learn it from a list of phrasal verbs with random examples, it will not form a very strong memory and you will very likely forget it. So let's say that you did learn this phrasal verb in a story or a conversation with a friend. That's great. So you have an anchor to something meaningful in your brain. That's a good start. Now, if you want to really retain it and be able to use it yourself, how can you solidify the learning in your brain so that when you want to use this phrase, you've got it and it will come right out of your mouth? You can practice it with spaced repetition and active recall. And I have some flashcards that I'll tell you about in a minute that are excellent for that. These are brain-based techniques for making strong memories in a short amount of time. And it's the key to getting phrasal verbs and other challenging vocabulary to really stick. So let's say that you learned this phrase in a meaningful context. You're practicing with your flashcards. Is that enough? No, not really. There's one other thing that I would highly encourage you to do, which is practice the music of the phrase. For English phrases to sound natural, it's not enough to say the right words with the right pronunciation. I know that doesn't seem fair, right? But there's one other thing that you need to pay attention to in English phrases. English phrases have a certain rhythm and intonation that is an inherent part of the phrase. Start to pay attention to that element of the phrase also and practice it as much as you can as part of that phrase. And this is where my flashcards are going to help you so much. These are talking flashcards. So the flashcards will talk and allow you to hear the true sound of the phrase. So you'll be able to hear it and imitate it. So let's take a look at my talking flashcards and I'll show you how this works. So here's the card. We gave it to someone else, so now we don't have it. What's a more natural way to say this? Oh, I think it's we gave it away. Yes, we gave it away. Yes. Okay, let's find out. Yeah.
We gave it away.
Oh, we gave it away. So now I have not only the words, but also the rhythm and intonation of those words. We gave it away. Do you hear those two rhythmic beats? We gave it away. We gave it away. And I also am able to pronounce the linking, right? We gave it away. So I can practice the rhythm, intonation, and linking in this little phrase so that it will sound as natural as possible as I'm practicing it. Now, if you want to take this one step further, I am going to introduce you to my special technique of rhythmic shadowing. Now, you may already be familiar with the shadowing technique for learning English or learning other languages, which is where you take some speech and you imitate it as closely as possible in all of the little details without really intellectually analyzing it too much. You're just trying to imitate. So that's a good practice for improving multiple aspects of your spoken English at the same time. But we can make that practice even better by taking the shadowing technique and doing my version, which is rhythmic shadowing. So you take that little thought group, that little chunk of speech, you listen to it one or two times in order to really be able to hear it, and then you imitate it rhythmically and repetitive. You imitate it rhythmically and repetitively. I like to do a count of 4. So let me demonstrate my rhythmic shadowing technique and you can join me. So here we have the phrase, we gave it away. I'm going to play it and listen to it.
We gave it away.
Okay, one more time.
We gave it away.
Okay, I got it. Now I'm going to do it and you do it with me. We gave it away. We gave it away. We gave it away. We gave it away. So shadowing that material rhythmically and repetitively 4 times is going to be amazing for getting all aspects of this phrase into your system deeply, form a strong and lasting memory so that when you need to use this phrase, it's going to be right there. You will be able to retrieve it and use it. And because you practiced not only the words, but also the more musical elements of speech, it's going to sound so natural when you say it. It's going to sound like you've been using this phrase all your life. So this is just one of the cards in the deck. There are more with phrasal verbs, casual expressions, things that allow you to hear and practice the way Americans really talk. You get phrases from a story that I read and discussed in this video. So they're from a meaningful context. So go to the comments and write talking flashcards if you would like your own set of these flashcards, and I will share them with you. And watch this video next to hear the story where All of these great phrases and expressions occur